Market cap 235. Market has been going nuts. As you can see, the nut sacks hanging from every single coin in the top, except Tether. Tether's got its own middle finger going on, if you can see that. Today I'm actually in the process of moving. I'm in kind of like a makeshift area, but wanted to make a video today. If we're gonna talk quickly about the market, don't know. My traders are telling me, they're all tethered. They're telling me that it can go lower. They expect it to go lower. I've never had my traders, a few of my traders actually approach me and say, hey, I know you have other holdings in crypto. It might be a good idea to tether them. Never had anyone have the confidence to come up to me and do that. What does that mean for me? I have my portion I allocate to the traders. That I don't step on their toes. I give them the, once they build my confidence, I let them do what they do. They either prove themselves wrong or right. What I do is I'm an iron fist. I know exactly what I'm going to do, and I don't give a fuck if all of my holdings go to zero. I have about half of my holdings in the market, and I'm just going to keep them there. I really don't care if Bitcoin goes to zero. That's the reason I don't care, is because I'm not in this for an outcome. I'm in this for the process. I've done the best due diligence I possibly can at this time. I believe in my heart of hearts that I'm right. I think Bitcoin is the next revolution. I believe private blockchains, if they were going to make it, they already would have. I believe public blockchains are just the way to go. Most companies are going to gravitate towards those because they're going to be cheaper, and overall they're going to be better. They're going to be more trustworthy. You can't trust a private blockchain. You just can't. We hear of these hacks all the time. Private blockchains are not as secure as public blockchains, and they're just not as good. They're not as tested. They're bubble blockchains. I've already talked about all that in my videos, but I just believe that Bitcoin being claimed by no one, sort of like gold. That's why gold's able to exist. If somebody like, Walmart invented gold, it wouldn't exist as gold today. No one would fucking trust it. It wouldn't have that trust. That's how even the top guys, plebs to the kings, right? It's not some big team. It's a bunch of infighting. It's a bunch of growing organisms trying to be on top. So we have to keep that in mind. And with Bitcoin, there is no owner. And that's very sexy. It's very attractive. So that's all I'm going to say on that. I'm holding iron fist. The reason I know is because I know it's hard to catch a falling knife, and I know most people that do are going to end up paying more for what they wanted to get into than they would if they would just dollar cost average down. Anytime I see Bitcoin getting close to anywhere remotely close to production cost, I just dollar cost average in. It's that simple. Right now, just holding. Really don't care what's happening. I have all my positions, even my alts. Man, look at this. Like, this is another reason, I've been still putting my Bitcoin to work. I have still been setting lures, and I haven't been catching anything because my lures have been kind of audacious. I've had audacious lures, nothing crazy across the exchanges. I just have my net set just in case because I feel these times that sometimes somebody's going to panic. Somebody's going to do something they're going to wake up and regret, and I want to be on the other end of that, right? So something like a wax. I have all of my tokens, and I usually have nets ready to catch anybody that wants to panic out. And look at what happened with wax last night. Look at this dump. And then look at this dump, even down to under 1,000 sats. This one went down all the way to the floor. You just got to be prepared. It's like winning the lottery, because when you can catch, because I had an audacious lure set, and I wake up, I hit this actually happened last, about 8 p.m. or so last night on the course of these dumps. I was gone when it happened. I didn't figure it out until I woke up this morning, and it's just instant profit in my eyes, but I'm not selling it. I mean, it's not profit until you sell it, obviously, but just keeping the lure set. This is a good time to catch people who are panicking out of the market. If you're not panicking, you got your fire suit on, you see people running away from the smoke, got your fire axe, you're ready to go, you're running into it. You see a treasure chest on the ground that was just going to get burnt up anyway. You pick it up, you walk out the building. You're richer than everybody else. Now, Before I forget, because I keep on forgetting, I'm actually going to be in Las Vegas Monday through whenever when I'm playing the main event. So we're gonna have like a meetup, a bunch of people, No Limit Coin fans with the rake free poker. July 2nd in the Rio, we're going to be chilling in the Voodoo Lounge up top at night. Gonna have a dinner there at the Voodoo Steakhouse. Gonna have a repeat on July 3rd, right? And if you're in the area, if you can make it to Vegas next week, you know, love to say hi, give a few toasts, talk some crypto, talk some poker. But right now, tomorrow, there's still 70 entrants left. This is a WSOP free roll main event. That means if you win this, you know, if you're one of the 500, one of the people that with the 500 max that could win this, you get a ticket. And it's paid for, hotel, you get to play in the main event, all that. So, you know, you can play tomorrow. You may be the one that wins. Come out and see us for free. Have a great time. No rake poker. Just wanted to put that out there. I keep forgetting. I want to give people a bigger heads up, but I keep on forgetting to tell people I'm going to Vegas next week. So probably not going to be doing a video next week either. But if you're in the area, holler at your boy. Play some poker. Try out the site while you're there. It's very, very fun. The rake-free aspect makes it much more enjoyable, especially if you're a new player. But for all players, all around. Also, what else before I forget, just going through SoMe, redefined, social media redefined. This is actually ONG. So a bunch of people have been saying it. A bunch of people saying, hey, you know, we love ONG. The platform's nice, but we don't really like the name. We went into the kitchen. Holler at my brother, actually invented the name SoMe, social media redefined. I love it. I think it's a really great name. And yeah, so making big moves in the quote unquote bear market, whatever you want to call this, things are happening. This is why it's always fun to have more projects. I really like being involved in projects because it's like right now we're building. It may never rain again. It may just be a drought forever. We may just die on our knees of exhaustion. But at least if it does come, if the next wave does come, the projects that I know I'm a part of are at least prepared, right? Nothing's a given. Nothing's a 100%. But when the opportunities present themselves, it's going to be like a vicious going for the jugular. These companies are prepared. Small fish in a big, big pond. Lots of room to grow. Don't sleep on the small projects. I'm not sleeping on crypto in general. It's very easy to get shaken out. It's what I feel is happening. Greatest shakeout ever. Retail investors are just getting wrecked. And the savvy ones, somebody's keeping the price of Bitcoin around here. Somebody's keeping it. Billions and billions of dollars are keeping this 6K, 5,500 mark. A lot of money's keeping this price up. With all the scrutiny, with all the negativity, with all the bullshit, if Bitcoin's going to die, it's going to die now. If it doesn't die now, then it's not going to die. And it should have already died if it was going to die. Right? This is a shakeout. My opinion, obviously I could be wrong. This is a shakeout. I talked to my bank. They say anything crypto related, you can't even mess with our bank anymore. You can't deposit your money because we don't want to, they're saying that buying and selling crypto is against their policy. Because you have to have some kind of exchange license. Even if you're talking about Coinbase, it doesn't matter. Anything related. And guess what? When you go from having a lot more money than you used to, when you start depositing, they're going to get all in your business. They're going to ask, once they know it's crypto, you're fucked. PayPal. Bank account after bank account being frozen, locked, questioned, treated like a criminal. There's the on-ramps are very tough now. I would be very worried to get a lot of money out of this market and then trying to get it back in, especially if you don't know over the counter. If you don't know over the counter, then it's almost suicide, in my opinion. If you believe in what's going to happen and you get fully out of the market, because there's no guarantees you're going to get back in. Think about it: banks, PayPal. What else are you going to do? You can't go up to Coinbase, knock on the door, and hand them a stash of money. You got to get it onto the site somehow. And the banks are not going to go down without a fight. They're going to be like a monster, the witch that's melting. But then before they melt all the way, they start making these horrible screeching sounds and going crazy and just tearing at walls and tearing at eyes. That's what banks are going to start doing. They're not going to go down without a fight. They're not going to be replaced without a big fight. We've already seen, show me, every head of every big bank has had something negative to say about Bitcoin, and every real billionaire, and when I mean real, I mean Mike Novogratz, I mean Tim Draper, right? I mean these billionaires that really speak their mind, that don't have ulterior motives. They're really like, hey man, fuck whatever with all this noise. Bitcoin's going to 250K, quoting Tim Draper. He didn't say the fuck word, but I'm just saying. There's a lot of savvy people that made a lot of money because they were able to see the future before other people could. And most of those people are pro-Bitcoin. And guess what? The people who have ulterior motives, like the banks, they're against Bitcoin. You can't tell the fucking future. And when you're in the rainstorm and the noise and the bullets are flying over your head, it's crazy, right? And it's easy to make a bad mistake. Deep breath, the rain goes away, exhale, the bullets go away, everything goes away. If you're not in it for the outcome, but the process, this is an enjoyable time no matter what. Even if Bitcoin was 50,000, I wouldn't be so excited. Even if Bitcoin was 1,000, I wouldn't be so devastated. It's that happy balance in the middle. Whatever happens, you make the best of it. You can't control what's going to happen. You can control how you react to how it's going to happen. And if you think of your life like a band, right? A rubber band, when you flick it, it's that's what people are like. Keep the band, don't flick it. That's inhale, and it's just a straight line. You're balanced both ways, right? You're not just and it's bad to have the happy and the down. Releasing serotonin, it's like being a drug addict almost. It really is. It's not good for you, and it's easy to get exhausted. And when you're exhausted, it's easy to make bad mistakes. And when you make bad mistakes, there's only so many. They only call them once in a lifetime opportunities for a reason. So it's really good to be balanced and prepared for those once-in-a-lifetime opportunities. I'm going to kill it here. Cheers. Peace. If you're coming out to Vegas, holler at me. Enjoy your weeks.